Welcome to video tutorial of Salesforce Magento Connector. This is an amazing extension which integrates between WooCommerce and Salesforce. With the help of this extension, Magento contents gets synchronized with Salesforce to give a brand new picture, and also real-time synchronization of products, categories, customers, orders, and contact us to Salesforce is provided. It helps to increase data integrity and real-time synchronization to provide brilliant customer care services to desired level. Let's talk about features of this connector. It can process bulk amount of data. It can sync all type of Magento products like simple, configurable, bundle, downloadable, and virtual. It can sync product and category images. You may select Price Book to list down product prices accordingly at the Salesforce end. It has option to enable or disable real-time synchronization for products, categories, customers, orders, and contact us. You may add guest user account ID from Salesforce to list down all the guest user checkout details. It provides interactive design with brilliant user interface with complete new lightning experience. So this is all about the features, and there are lots of things to explore once you install this application and synchronize all the contents. So let's proceed with the installation of eShop for Magento that you need to install in your Salesforce prior installing this connector at Magento end. So I'm on the AppExchange page right now. You need to search for eShop for Magento. In the search result, you will find eShop for Magento. You need to click on that. So in the details, you will be getting all the information about this application, the functionality that it provides, and the minimum requirements that you need to make sure about it. That the API enabled Salesforce org is required to generate enterprise WSDL file. PHP SOAP client must be installed on the server. PHP version 5.4.x and above is supportable, and Magento 1.x 1.9.x and Magento 2.x is supportable. So this is all about the minimum requirements. So now let's proceed to install this application that will provide you a new interface in your Salesforce to just manage all the products, categories, customers, and leads and the orders in a more specified manner. So click on Get It Now. It will ask to install whether in production or sandbox. So you need to select accordingly. And further it will provide few information related to this application, that is version and all the things. So you need to check mark the terms and condition and click on confirm and install. Further it will ask for the login credential of the Salesforce to log in again. So you need to log in with the details. Once you get logged in, you need to select install for all users and install. And then on the next page you need to click on done, and further it will take you to the installed packages page of your Salesforce with the successful installation. So over here you will find this application that is installed. So you need to click on eShop for Magento and click on view components. So there are a few things that we need to update. So we need to update the field accessibility of the custom fields that is created with this application. So you need to search for custom fields, and it will highlight all the custom fields created by this application. So you need to click on the first one that I'm guiding you the steps how you need to update the accessibility. You need to click on view field accessibility and scroll down to system admin profile and click on hidden. As it is hidden, you need to update the accessibility, and click on visible on both the options and save it. So now you can see for all the required profiles it is editable now, means it is visible to synchronize the data. So in the same way you need to update the accessibility for all the highlighted custom fields over here that is required, which is available on the different objects like accounts, contacts, orders, and price book and all. So that is required for the WSDL file, API calls, and all the things. So further, we need to generate WSDL file once you update the field accessibility. You can search for API in the quick find and click on API. Over here you will find option to generate enterprise WSDL over here, and click on generate. This will provide you XML file that you need to save, that is required once you install the connector at Magento end. So you need to install this file at the Magento end in the connector settings. So you need to click on save, and over here you can just simply save it as an XML file. Now it is saved. So now, as we are done with the configuration at the Salesforce end, so let's proceed to install the connector at the Magento end. So in order to install the connector, first of all, you need to unzip the connector file that you have installed. And I am logged into the FTP location with the help of FTP details. I have logged in to our server backend. So now the connector file that we need to upload in the root folder where Magento is installed. So as I have unzipped the file, so this is the two folders that we need to upload, same in the root folder where Magento is installed. So you need to select this, both folders, and just click on upload. So it will proceed accordingly, and it will just update the connector zip files that is required on the server. So now we are done with this process. So let's proceed in the Magento backend to update these settings that is required. So now I'm logged into the admin panel of the Magento, and once we have already updated the files related to the connector from the FTP location. So first thing that we need to do is we need to go to cache management, and over here we need to select all and refresh it, and also flush cache storage is required 1 times. Further, you need to go to index management, and we need to select all and re-index all the data once. So this is the two things that we need to perform prior proceeding with the connector configuration and all. So the Salesforce connector will be visible at this end. So first you need to go to Salesforce configurations, and in order to establish connection, you need to enter the username, that is your Salesforce username, Salesforce password, and the security token, and then you need to click on save. So let's proceed to fill the details. So as I have already entered the details over here, so you need to click on save configurations, and you will get a confirmation that our configuration has been saved. So now you need to proceed to upload the WSDL file that we have generated from the Salesforce end. So you need to select the file from the location, and then save config. Once it's saved, you need to click on test connection. So now it is connected to your Salesforce org. You will get all the confirmation over here, and the further, once it gets established connection with the Salesforce org, you will be getting all the price book available from your Salesforce, that is standard is available, and the folders as well. So that folders is required to save the images of the products and categories. So I'm saving in Magento folder that is created at the Salesforce end. And for automatic synchronization section, over here you have options to enable or disable the real-time functionality. Like for orders, if you want, you can enable or disable it. For contact us, the contact us forms will be generated as a leads in Salesforce, so you can avail the functionality of real-time synchronization for categories, products, and customers, all of them accordingly as per your requirement. So as we have already uploaded WSDL file, and further over here you will find an option to enable the guest user concept. You can enable this functionality. Let's suppose someone has placed order through guest checkout, so and there is no any details created for the guest checkouts at the Magento end. So in that situation, in Salesforce, automatically if you provide a guest account ID over here of the Salesforce, so under that account the contact will be created with all the guest user details, and order will be generated accordingly in that account. So the guest user details will also be stored in the Salesforce, so that will provide you extra feature on top of this functionality. So as we have already done with the configuration of this connector, so let's proceed to test the synchronization of this. So now I'm going to synchronize customers first. So over here, as we have 55 records for the customers, so in this section you will have option to get a view of all the customers, synchronized ones, unsynchronized, and it's option to synchronize the customers to create contacts and accounts in Salesforce. Okay, so now I'm clicking on synchronize all customers, so it will start the synchronization process, and you will get a confirmation over here with the number of records and the progress as well. Okay, so we can verify at the Salesforce end that it's getting synchronized accordingly or not on real-time basis. So let's proceed to verify at the Salesforce end. So from the Salesforce, as we have installed eShop for Magento, so from the app menu tab, I'm just from the drop down, I'm selecting eShop for Magento, that is providing an interface to us in order to get a more specified view of products, categories, orders, and everything that is required from the Magento. So I'm on the starting page. So I need to verify the customers that is being synchronized from Magento. So click on customers. Over here, we have sections as for name, that is account name over here, displayed over here, the Magento ID, the industry, phone type, and account number, everything. So in this view, you will find all the existing accounts of Salesforce as well as the synchronized one from the Magento. So we have provided a filter over here in which you can select the Magento customers. So as the synchronization is being processed, accordingly you will find the customers being created as accounts over here. So let me go ahead and provide you few information like how is mapping is going on. So the customer first name and last name is mapped with the account name over here. The Magento ID, that is Magento customer ID, that is unique, which is for the updation of any details on this account. If you are making any changes in this customer details at the Magento end, so this ID is unique, which is responsible for updating the details accordingly at the Salesforce end on the real time. And based upon the address, how many address that you are having in for this specific customer at the Salesforce at the Magento end, so based upon that addresses, it will create contacts in this account. So one account will be created, and based upon the number of address, a contact will be created under this specific account, in which that will store the billing address that is mapped with all the mailing address over here, in other address that is mapped with the other address if it is available for that specific user from the Magento, and the email address, phone, and everything will be mapped accordingly at the Salesforce end. So this is the basic view, and once you synchronize the orders as well, so over On that situation, order will get listed in this related list. So once we will proceed with that, we will verify. So as the synchronization has been done, so all the synchronized customers has been synchronized successfully. So let's verify. So we have 55 records over here. You can extend the number of records per page based upon your requirement. So this is the synchronization part of the customers. So let's proceed to synchronize categories after synchronizing customers. So in the same way, you will be getting same option: synchronize, unsynchronize, export all categories, and update all categories. So I'm clicking on export all categories, that is the fresh ones. 28 categories are available over here. So it will start the synchronization process. And in the same way, we can verify for the categories over here. It will provide you a more specified view that you can manage the category. Image will be stored if it is available at the Magento end. The category name, if there is any parent category related to that, so everything will be listed down accordingly. So this is related to the category synchronization. As you can see, the images are getting synchronized as being the synchronization process is proceeding. So it will be done in the same way. If you click on any categories, so this is the category ID, the category name with the parent category details and everything will be displayed accordingly. So it's almost about to complete. So let's verify. So as the export has been completed successfully, you can say that 28 items has been synchronized. So we can verify the same at the Magento end. 28 records with all the details accordingly. Okay, so let's proceed for product synchronization. We have 598 products over here. So we will test just the functionality that all the products are getting properly synced, because it will take few time to synchronize. So as the product synchronization has been started, so let's verify. Okay, over here, as the products being synchronized, you can see the product name with product image, description, and the categories with which it is linked with product SKU and pricing as well. We have provided option. You can filter it based upon the selected categories and based upon the selected price book. So if you want to check the details of any product, so you need to click on the product name. It will take you to the product page. Over here you will find product name with Magento product ID with SKU details, product type, whether it is simple product or configurable one or bundle, that kind of thing, and the product weight, the product short description, availability, like we are also managing the inventory stocks availability of these products as well, with the Magento image ID details and all the things. So over here you will find the standard price of this product, that what you have mentioned accordingly, and as you are entering the details in the standard price book that you have selected in the settings of the connector. So this is all about the synchronization of products. Okay, so and there is 598, so it will take few times. So we will proceed further with the order synchronization. Okay, if you break down this synchronization, so the number of products that getting synchronized will be saved in the Salesforce, and it's not something that it will break down all the product synchronization. On the real time it is synchronized. You can say that 21 has been synchronized. So in the same way you can synchronize the rest ones. So we will proceed with the order synchronization, as we have 49 orders. So let's proceed to synchronize all the orders so that we can verify all the details. So let's go to orders. Okay, so we can see that the order number is getting entered while the synchronization is being processing, and the Magento order ID with account, status of the order, the purchased items, and the total amount of the order. So in the same way it will be processed. If you click on any order, so the order number, account name with which it is linked, and the billing address and the shipping address of this account related to these orders, with the Magento order ID, the order status, the payment method, the shipment method, and all the things, as we are tracking the shipment and the tax details. So in this way we will store the details from the Magento. So this is the order product with the quantity, price, and the size and all the things. So in this way all the synchronization will be done. So this is all about the synchronization of the orders. So let's proceed to let this complete so that we can verify the number of records. Now all the orders has been synchronized successfully. So I'm just providing you a view of guest user checkouts details, how it's going to be stored. So for the guest user account, as I have mentioned, the guest user account ID in the connector settings to store the guest checkout details in this account. So in this account, orders will be stored for all the guest user checkouts, and based on the orders, contacts will be created in order to store the order number in that specific contact, so that you can verify which order is related to which guest user. So in the guest user orders, so over here, this is the account name with which this contact is linked. This is the Magento ID with which you can verify that which guest user details and the orders is related to this contact, and the address of this user with email address, phone, and everything will be stored accordingly over here. So this is about the guest user details, how it's storing at the Salesforce end. In the documents, if we talk about documents, as we have selected a Magento folder in order to store the images of the products and categories. As soon as you select that, you will be getting the images in this folder for the products and categories. If we talk about lead section, so it will, first of all, it will display the existing leads of your Salesforce. However, if you just get any response from the contactors on your website, so it will be stored as a leads over here. So let's proceed to verify. So this is the contactors form from the front end of your website that I will proceed with the synchronization of this as a lead in Salesforce. So this is, I've randomly chosen any name, the email address, the telephone, and the comment. Okay, I'll submit that and it will get synchronized with the Salesforce leads. So verify it at the Salesforce end. Over here you will find that the lead has been created with the name, the phone, email address, and the description which will contain the comment. So this is about the synchronization of the contactors. So this is all about the installation and the configuration of these two applications. That is, one is eShop Sync of Magento, and the second one is the Salesforce Magento connector. So I have also proceeded with all the synchronization process as well, and everything is properly working. So now if you experience any issue further, if you are getting stuck in any step related to the functionality or any settings, so you may go through this blog as well, that is Magento Salesforce connector blog related to this connector configuration, in which everything is mentioned, the features, the pre-configuration settings that you need to take care of, and the installation of the connector from the FTP details. Further, it will provide you the synchronization process as well. So you may go through all this thing. And if you need any assistance for our end, so you may simply raise your concern and send us email at support@webcool.com, and also you can create ticket to us. So this is all about the functionality of our Salesforce Magento connector. But now, as we are done with the Salesforce Classic View settings and configurations, and so let's proceed with the Salesforce Lightning View configuration. And first you need to register your domain. So you will get these steps with this blog, how you need to register your domain. So you will get these steps accordingly over here. So once you done with this, once you register your domain, then you need to go to setup and update the custom tab settings, because it might be possible that the tabs will not be visible until and unless you are not updating it for Salesforce Lightning View. So you need to go to profiles, and in profiles you need to go to system admin profile. In system admin you need to click on edit and go to custom tabs. Over here you will find custom tabs, so you need to make sure that the all eShop related tabs are available or default on. So you need to make sure that the Magento Salesforce that is related for Salesforce Lightning View, it should also be default on. And once you make the changes, you need to save it, and then you can switch in Lightning View, as you have already updated the domain functionality and the tab as well. So we are switching to Lightning View. So from the app menu you will find this is eShop Sync for Magento, and we are on the home tab. So click on Magento Salesforce tab, and this will be the interface in the Lightning View. The same functionality for leads, products, categories, orders, customers, and documents. So you can verify the details by clicking on customers. All the details will be listed accordingly as it was listing in the classic view. So for same for categories, the same way you will find the details for products as well, and same goes with orders. So these are all the details that are available in classic and Lightning View. So I believe that we are good to go now, as we have installed and configured the connector functionality and synchronized the data from Magento to Salesforce. So thank you.